Hello, this is Jon Miller, the creator of The Rest of Everest. I think I can safely say that this show is, without a doubt, the most in-depth look into the entire experience of what it takes to climb Everest, as well as some other peaks throughout the Himalayas. But all of the events in this series are shown in chronological order, so if you're new to the show, please go all the way back to episode 000 and watch everything in order. That's truly the best way to enjoy it. Thanks.
This is the Rest of Everest video podcast, an almost unabridged expedition experience.
Episode 193, Turn the Light Bulb, Pet the Dog.
Hey,
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to The Rest of Everest. I'm Jon Miller, joined, as always, on Season 6 here with Brian Block. How you doing, Brian?
Awesome.
Where are you these days, Brian?
Today I'm in Estes Park until I fly out to St. Louis this afternoon. So, always on the move.
Awesome. Yeah, always on the move, and so sometimes he calls in for this commentary on the road, but luckily you're at home right now. So this week we are going to descend from Camp 1. Actually, I think priority descended, and we're going to go back to base camp as I promised last week. Going to show some more entertaining ourselves down at base camp before we get back in the mountain for the second half of this episode. So let's head back up into the Karakorum now, and let's rejoin the expedition, and let's take it from here. So here we go.
So today at base camp, Tom and Rob have been working on making calzones. Some scratch dough, some meat that we brought. That's a lot of meat.
Oh yeah.
That was just that bag, huh?
Yeah. Well, I might put other stuff in there as well. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I see the flavorings. But nice.
That's never enough meat.
That's true.
That is true.
The question is, what kind of meat is it?
Oh, it's
Look at
something
this guy.
special. I think I brought from Costco, pre-cooked.
Regular Martha
Really?
Stewart to the high
Oh yeah.
country.
Officially not supposed to be transferred between countries, but since it was pre-cooked and all these kinds of things, it's one of those that they kind of went, whatever.
So today is it's still the 4th of July. Hey,
Oh, we're earlier than I
is
thought.
that right? Is it the 4th today? Okay. I was like, I don't know if I watched stops part of it. So, what do you say there, Rob? What's your secret to high country cookery?
Make it taste good.
Make it taste good.
He's
Yeah.
Captain Bashful when the camera comes on, isn't he? Yeah.
See, you can tell he's being bashful, because usually he'd say, "Make it fucking tasty."
Yeah, that's more the style. Especially when you're there and you hang out with all these guys, you just get potty mouth.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks.
Every time I come back, I have to kind of recalibrate my what's allowable to say. I got two little ones now, so.
I was gonna actually make them in there, but it's easy using it.
I have no problem with foul language, and I embrace it at times. But I have to say that Season 6 has been the most challenging to edit, because I have to cut out all the swearing.
Warm in here, huh?
Well, I appreciate you doing that.
Because you're rolling so hard. The sun kicked out again. It's kind of weird out there.
Is it like,
Yeah.
is it hot or is it you?
He's just saying he can see it and it's coming in waves.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That dining tent of yours just really looks very homey.
So here
Yeah.
I am, 5th of July, and we decided not to go up. We had some weather reports that said we were supposed to get up to 15 inches of snow over the last day and a half, and it really only accumulated to about an inch and a half, 2 inches maybe last night. So, it was good. Got some rest time down here at base camp, and we're talking about what the next move is. It does look like there's a wall of clouds coming in from down the Concordia way, which could mean some of the bad weather is just delayed a bit. We did have some high winds above Camp 2, but it would have been nice to spend another night or two up Camp 1, Camp 2, just for the acclimatization effect. So, today just working on hydrating, eating as much as possible. Called home, talked to the wife, did all the regular things. I feel guilty not being at work, but this is a lot of work as well. and I know how much I'm going to appreciate everything once I get back. So take it for what it's worth, I guess. Yeah, so for the time being, get ready to move up. Hydrate, get ready, psych up, eat up, get as many calories in. I think I've lost about 15 pounds so far. Looks like more without the beard for sure, I'm guessing, but yeah. So that's all for the moment, but I'll try and keep you up to date as we go.
This was just completely spontaneous.
Things are so boring here at base camp with FDA.
It's just so boring.
It's amazing on clouded nights. If you don't know exactly where your tent is, you can be on a walkabout for a while.
I'm gonna guess that's Mike.
Well done. And they've made instruments out of about everything. They've got like the kerosene drums and lids to the 50-gallon barrels that we had full of our gear. And of course, being a percussionist, I wanted to play.
Right? Yes, you know, I know you're a percussionist, but I don't think the audience does. You're actually a percussionist by training.
Oh, yes.
Which makes perfect sense why you climb mountains.
Oh, yeah, perfect sense. Because I'm not in a band right now. Ah, yes. Fabrizio displaying the secret Indian trade of dancing, which is turn the light bulb, pet the dog. One hand turns the light bulb, the other one pets the dog.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm writing that down.
They could not have been more excited for us to want to participate, because it was something that they wanted to do. And of course, we had a blast dancing. And Luis is in.
It's all part of the training process.
It's amazing the amount of oxygen it takes to be dancing at this elevation. Eventually, everyone danced.
Yep.
They're beating that thing a little hard.
Apparently that was the traditional clapping style.
Yeah, that's definitely the technique.
Project the sound, project the sound.
That's you.
Oh, yes.
No one is immune from the dance.
No. Everyone danced.
Everyone passes out.
Pretty much. He was one of our favorite high-altitude porter guys from Gilgit. He had to be in his mid-50s, and he is just strong as could be, and like super jovial all the time. I think this went on for about 2 hours non-stop.
Get out there, Jerry. Kind of like the Eastern Robot.
The Eastern Robot? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mama, take me home, country road. That's true.
We wanted to share some of our culture. I don't know if that was the best plan.
You're cheating hard.
3 coins and a fountain.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Joe!
Sing us a song, Joe. What do you got?
This is our Norwegian partner. He's a great guy. He actually lost his uncle right before we started the expedition and almost didn't come. I was really glad to have him.
What? He's not singing.
You must sing.
Rhythm wasn't his strong suit.
So let's do some more dancing.
No alcohol at all.
Yeah, I'm correcting myself.
It does. You're kind of hypoxic as it is.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take much to have fun.
Joe hit a mosh pit.
Yeah, ironically, this looks more alcohol-fueled than the the previous episode where it was
the Jenga party.
Yeah. Very subdued while drinking.
Well, I'll say I mean, this is one of the cooler memories I have from expeditions. And in this particular instance, this is the only time that this has happened. I've heard it happen at base camps, like where there's already, you know, some drumming and singing. And usually it's very exclusive, where it's just like the porters and their friends. And so it's really cool to be involved. And then it's back to business.
Yeah. The respite is over.
Yeah, this is what we want to be doing all the time. It'd be amazing how short a trip it could be to climb some of these peaks if there wasn't all these days waiting for it to be hospitable.
Coming into Camp 1. Chris!
Yeah, I think Ben Clark and I calculated that on the 2-month, the 60-day expedition to Everest in 2003, he spent 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks of that.
Good word, Ed.
Yeah, that's not uncommon, unfortunately. Which does usually work for me in places other than Pakistan, because then I can still be, you know, in Everest, I can be connected at base camp and still be working, admittedly on the wrong time cycle, but, you know. There was our rogue out there set up in the rock fall below.
That was just a cache?
No, somebody decided to set up tent over there just because it was getting a little packed at the Camp 1 platform, but couldn't pay me to set a tent up there. Maybe higher, but not there.
It's right in the chute, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anything that got kicked off from Camp 1 rolled right down at that, you know, sometimes splaying off left or right, but not ideal, so. It's amazing, you know, sometimes, and unless you've actually done some of this high altitude climbing, it's like, well, it's only 25 feet away. And you're like, I gotta rest a minute before I get there, you know. And then the next time you come through, it's like, oh, you just walk right past that section. Like, oh, I had to break that up into 5 different sections, and now it's just one, you know, even pace walk or climb, I guess, because, you know, a lot of this was fairly steep for what it was. I mean, climbed a lot of it unroped. Going up and down by the time you climb it 3 or 4 times. But
3 tomorrow. By the winds hold.
Getting ready for summit push.
Yeah, so you guys are actually going for it at this point, I believe.
Pretty much.
Hey, Joe.
You're trying to go for it. I don't think you actually. I think you guys might end up going back down one more time.
Yeah, that's not uncommon, unfortunately. That's, you can get so close and then realize, you know, snow conditions are bad, and, you know, these things come into play, and weather forecasts.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, K2's fully out, huh? Damn it!
It just gives you an idea of the amount of effort people are putting in. This is just Camp 1. I mean, we're at, what are we, 18 something?
You know, I did put that in to show the contrast between the dancing and the high energy and what the job actually entails. It's very slow.
Yeah.
Hanging out, Camp 2, High Camp 2, and doing the radio forecast, all that kind of stuff. So, sounds like it's going to be good for the next couple of days. So people are going to go up high, and I'm going to be going down low.
This is the view from High Camp 2, looking down on regular Camp 2. Looks like Megan, Mike, and Ed maybe making their way. I think maybe that's Rob back there. This is where Fabrizio and I stayed last night at High Camp 2. K2 off in the background.
Doesn't look so ominous there.
Bunch of cornices.
Those cornices do, though.
It's pretty. going up to do a elevation gain and then shoot back down off the mountain today.
Second to last push.
It is brisk right here in the shade, so yeah, looking forward to getting out a little bit. Start moving. Woo! From medium high on the mountain, Fabrizio Zangerli. 6,400?
Something about there, yeah.
6,400 meters, higher than anything in
6,350.
higher than anything in the continental U.S. and North America.
USA.
Looking down over that area that was about level with Camp 2. Chogalisa off in the background. Just beautiful out today.
See Layla Peak too.
Can you?
Yeah. Right,
everybody told me you could. I wasn't sure if we were high enough yet.
Right there. You see Miter Peak?
Yeah.
You see to the inside there's a glacier, and then there's those black rocky peaks.
Yeah.
If you look straight between the two,
okay,
you'll see Glaciated Peak, and then on the other side of that is Layla Peak.
The one that's rocky looking?
No, it's a beautiful triangular.
Huh.
It looks like the front nose of a Concorde.
Oh yeah.
See it?
Yeah. That's over in India, yeah.
I crack up every time I
Let's see.
hear the
We crossed the
description.
Gondagora Law just to the left of it and drop down right. We camp right at the base of Layla Peak.
Well, what was the peak they were talking about you can see in India from up here?
I have no idea because
I
I've
thought-
never seen a peak. I'm looking completely 100% opposite
That's
the wrong way.
That's what I thought, but somebody was saying Layla Peak, and I thought they said it was in India, so I was like,
No,
oh.
Layla Peak's definitely not India's around the
Yeah, around the corner. Yeah, you have to be up on the call at least to see over there. Yeah.
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 Gosh, you're going to.
Dun, dun, dun. It's beautiful out today. Then we got, of course, Big Mama K2.
Nice. Yeah, I laugh because it's like, you know, see that glacier? Well, you see that rocky peak right there? It's like looking at the stars at night. See, trying to point out one star. See that one star? Okay, to the left of that one star is another star.
Exactly. Are you zoned in on this? Well, Fritzy and I have hung out enough that we kind of speak the same language, I think. But you know, it's definitely interesting. And I think I told you before that, you know, it was when we were coming in, it was just amazing to look around and see all these amazing peaks and go, what's that? It's not even marked on the map. Nobody cares, you know, what it is. So it's definitely interesting, to say the least.
Really, what a beautiful day that was.
Oh yeah.
So all
Wish
right.
that was summit day.
so kind of got the time frame off here. I edited these back in June, actually, June 25th. To be exact. So it's been a while since I've watched them. But so next week's episode, yeah, you do go back down to base camp for one last rest, or waiting out the weather. I think it might actually be waiting out some weather as well. But then we do head back up the mountain for the official summit push next episode. So those of you who are waiting for the summit push, although why that's the most important thing to you, I think this is not the show you are looking for. But
I got a lot of those pictures for sure. Of a lot of different peaks.
there is some more climbing coming up next episode, and some interesting stuff going on actually next episode. So I look forward to showing it to you from the stuff down at base camp. So thanks so much, Brian.
Yeah, thanks for having me always.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
The Rest of Everest has been watched millions and millions of times all over the world since 2006, and it's all been free, but it's not free for me. If you're a fan, then let me know. You can like The Rest of Everest on Facebook, write a review on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube, or even help me pay the bills with a financial donation. It doesn't take much, and quite literally, your donations make this show possible. They honestly pay for everything. You can make a one-time donation or set up a monthly contribution through my website. Help me out, and I'll give you a download of our film Everest: The Other Side, as well as some other goodies. Thanks as always to our announcer Marlon May from marlonmay.com, and to Wendy Wu for providing the show's theme song. Find her on iTunes or at wendywoo.com.
Thank you for watching The Rest of Everest. For more information about the show and upcoming expeditions, be sure to visit therestofeverest.com.
Surprise.